Hello again and welcome to another Warlord Wednesday, and today guys I'm going to be showing you how you can pick up a full bolt action army for the low price of around £50. So as many of you will be aware, bolt action has been exploding in popularity recently. More and more people are trying the game out, either switching over from other game systems like Warhammer 40k or getting into it in addition to the normal games that they regularly play. It's such a fun and quick and easy game to get into, and it's great to see the community growing. However, as often is the case when you're first trying out a new game system, you may not want to fully commit your hard-earned hobby dollars to something if you're not quite sure that you're going to enjoy it. So rather than going out there and buying thousands and thousands of points worth of bolt action, sometimes it can be a good idea to dip your toe in, get yourself a few models together and try the game out for a nice low price point. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. How can you get into bolt action with a full army, the equivalent of a 2,000 point Warhammer 40k force, for about 50 quid. Now, I bet a lot of you are thinking that I'm going to be talking about how you can scratch build stuff, combine different kits, buy things from over here and there and everywhere, use a VPN to try and get some sort of region lock discount, all that kind of good stuff. But no, it's really simple. Warlord Games happens to sell 2 starter armies that are really competitively priced and come with significant savings over buying the models individually, and those are the British Airborne Starter Army and the US Airborne Starter Army. And in my opinion, I think these starter sets are kind of a hidden gem because they're not overly obvious or overly pushed by Warlord Games on their website or on other third-party retailers' websites as well. But I think they are probably one of the best ways that a new player can get into bolt action without having to break the bank. Now, both of these kits come with a similar core, but they also have some really cool, unique models in each one. Of course, the thing that's probably going to decide which one you pick up is whether you want to collect the British or you want to collect the US Airborne. But the great thing about both of these starter armies, I think this is really important to say, is they provide a really solid core to any bolt action force that you're buying. If you want to expand off this force, it's really easy. So they're a great way to get into the game, dip your toe in the water, and then if you decide you want to go further, they're a great springboard to do that. Now let's take a close look at what you get in each one of these starter sets, beginning with the British Airborne. Now in this set you will get 36 plastic infantry, and these are a really good kit from Warlord Games. You get all of the necessary infantry weapons you're going to need, like Sten guns and rifles. You're also going to get LMGs like Bren guns and special weapons such as the Piat, which is a great anti-tank choice for the British Army. On top of that, you're also going to get everything you need to build officers and sergeants and all that kind of good stuff. So you get all the different infantry options that you need to build a proper fleshed out infantry corps for your British Airborne starter force. You then also get a metal flamethrower team, and flamethrowers are really powerful, and you also get a 2-man light mortar team. On top of that, you get a 3-man medium mortar team, a 3-man medium machine gun team, both of which are staples of many armies. I never leave home without my medium mortar. And in addition to this, you also get a medium anti-tank gun, which is the just quintessential jack of all trades, master of none anti-tank option for many armies. Overall, you get a solid infantry corps with loads of support teams, and it's just a great way to get into your British forces. One important thing to note is that this kit can also be used to build Polish airborne forces. So in a funny sort of way, if you get the British Airborne Starter Army, you're not actually just getting one starter force, you're getting 2 starter forces, because you can use the exact same models to represent your Polish airborne. And that's really cool, and a nice little nod by Warlord Games to show that there were lots of different forces fighting together in World War II. Now, one other important thing that I'd like to mention is that the line infantry are made out of plastic, but the support teams for the British Airborne, that is the flamethrower, the medium machine gun, the medium mortar, the light mortar, and the medium anti-tank gun, will all be made out out of metal. They will not be made out of resin. So I know for some people that will be a positive, for some people that will be a negative. All I can say is if you're not familiar with building metal models, they're actually really easy to build. Most of these are going to come in single piece things that you just stick onto a base. All you need to do when you're painting them is once you've finished is give them a nice sealant with some kind of matte varnish, and that will stop the paint from chipping off. Now, for those of you of an American persuasion, well, of course, firstly, you have my sympathies, but more importantly, you also have access to the US Airborne Starter Army, and this is a great little kit. It will allow you to build all of your favorite models from Band of Brothers, get yourself some Screaming Eagles, maybe get Dick Winters there leading your force. All of these things can happen using this US Starter Army. Now, this one also comes with 36 US Airborne Infantry, and these are plastic infantry. These are a really good kit, and they come with plenty of BARs. Now, the reason I mentioned that weapon specifically is because the BAR is one of the best weapons that you can get for the Americans in bolt action. They can move and shoot with it with no penalty. Look, just trust me, it's great. It's a great weapon. So it's a good kit that comes with lots of weapon options. You can build all the rifles you could ever want, SMGs and BARs. And also, you get your hands on some M1919 machine guns, which can be built as in-squad support weapons, or you can use them to build a medium machine gun team. So it's a really flexible plastic kit, one of the better ones that you can get for your US infantry. On top of this, you're going to get 4 US Airborne HQ figures, and these are in metal, which makes for a total of 40 infantry. Now, I really like the metal HQ figures for the US Airborne. In fact, I'm a big fan of the metal HQ figures for all of the different factions. They add a lot of flavor, and you tend to get some really cool and unique sculpts that you wouldn't normally get if you just built the HQ choices out of the plastic models that you normally get. So I really like the metal HQ figures, and it's great that Warlord Games has included these in such a competitively priced starter set. On top of that, you get a US Airborne 50 cal HMG team. That's different. I like that. Most starter sets come with a medium machine gun team, but Warlord Games has gone, well, you know what? These guys can already build a medium machine gun team from the plastic models. Why would we include then a metal one? You know what? Let's give them a bit of variety and include an HMG team. It's just a really nice little bit of awareness from Warlord Games that they know their own starter sets. They know what you can build with those models, and it's just great to see them go the extra mile and put that extra little bit of effort in. So you get an HMG team, and you can build an MMG team from the plastic models. On top of this, you then get a US Airborne medium mortar, which is fantastic. As I said, I never leave home without a medium mortar. And then you also get a US Airborne 57mm anti-tank gun, which is a medium anti-tank gun. And speaking of channel members, I want to do a quick shout out and thank you to the latest people who have signed up to the Mord and Glory channel. So a big thank you to Travis Wyckoff, Boris the Conqueror, Colin Ford, Grimnar, Pretax Foil, Born Not to Run, Wayne Catlin, Bonsai Kitty Gaming, Dead Tone, Samuel Martin, Alistair Morelius, Mark Flanagan, Ernest Brown and Estelle Lear. Thank you guys for doing your part and joining the Mord and Glory channel. And I also want to do a big thank you to the latest Patreon supporters. So a big 07 to Moon Prune, 700th Black Templar, Waiting for Something to Happen, Nick Hooper, Leo King Art, Alex Hines and Cadia4. I really appreciate your ongoing Patreon support. And last but certainly not least, I want to say a special, personal, heartfelt thank you to all of my top tier Patreon supporters. These are the War Masters. So a big thank you to Navy Veteran, Philip French, Ross Miller, Tequal, Alex Dengal, John Stubbs, Nicholas Walsh, Swordfish Trombone, Diesel Fox, Tom Sutton, and of course, August Varney. Thank you guys for going above and beyond the call of duty. Thank you guys for making a really big contribution to the Mord and Glory channel. It's honestly really, really appreciated. Thank you. I hope you've all enjoyed today's video. Thank you for watching. And of course, as always, I'll see you guys next time.